Good morning. This is Margaret at the University of Sewing, and it's Facebook Live.
Good morning.
So, Denise and I are here to welcome you to Facebook Live, and she brought the silliness.
I'm good for the silliness. I like the silliness. Yeah.
So, we're at the end of our sale.
And that's why we're wearing the silly glasses, to get your attention, because you're running out of time, guys.
Yes. Now, I am going to have to say I can't probably do this very seriously if I have to. I did want to point out a couple of things that we've got going on that you need to know about, okay? So, for starters, if you will please kindly share our video. We have this lovely Atkinson Designs, this little zippy, strippy bag that is super cute. And it's a pattern, and you can make all kinds of little zippered bags and give them for gifts. And I'll tell you what,
great graduation gifts.
Well, I mean, you can't think about, it is May.
It is May for a little longer.
But a little longer. And yes, I agree with you on the graduation gifts. But you know what? You can't start Christmas gifts early enough.
Very, very true.
And this would be, think about like a little collection that has matching bags. You give this to your mother-in-law, you give this to your daughter, you give this...
Bridesmaid gifts.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you, if you make it in the right guy fabric, they can throw it in their little shaving bag.
Oh, yeah.
I think almost everybody, I might not put Rick Rack on it.
Sure.
But, I think everybody can use some of these. So, really great little present that we're going to give you.
And Donna has already shared.
Thank you, Donna.
We
You're
love you,
so
Donna.
sweet. Okay, so Donna complimented your Aboriginal quilt.
She is so sweet.
Yes, she is very sweet. Okay, so did you know that the Bernette 38 is on special this month?
It's a great little machine.
It's a great little machine, and I believe the price on it, and double check me, it's on our website. I believe it's from like 900 and something, it's down to 668.
Oh boy.
So it's a really good price. So go on there, look at the price on it. This is a really good deal. If you've got an entry-level sewer, I wouldn't recommend this for like a 10-year-old.
Right. No.
But I would totally recommend this for a teenager. They're going to figure out the computer stuff. And it's got a drop-in bobbin.
Nice.
So if you like drop-in bobbins, this might be a good little machine for you. It's great. It's very reasonable in the scheme of things. I can lift it with one hand.
Right.
So you could take it to your retreats and stuff.
You could take it camping this weekend.
There you go. This is Memorial Day weekend, and for those of you who have served our country, we're very grateful for you. And if you're in Bloomington, come and see us. We'd love to see you.
It's also National Road Trip Day, so if you're not in Bloomington,
Come and take a road trip.
By the way, Ashley from Fishers has shared.
Aw, thank you,
Hi,
Ashley. I hope you come and visit us soon. Okay, so this is a Bernette 48. These have not been around for, a year?
A long time.
It's been a year, I'm pretty sure. This is your cover stitch serger machine for the person who's fairly comfortable with switching a few things out to go back and forth.
Right.
Okay? You do not want this machine if you get easily frustrated, okay?
Sure.
But it is a very good entry-level cover stitch serger machine.
Great combination machine.
It is. And they are now, we don't have many, so if you want one, you better pick it up soon.
Absolutely.
Okay, guess what we just got in?
It's so cute.
You're so cute. Okay, you do have a granddaughter, 10, 12, even 14 years old. She wants to sew. Look how cute this little Eversewn is. This is something we're carrying now. I am going to lift that over there for you, Dave. Really cute little machine. It makes buttonholes. It does zigzag. It's very much the mechanical entry-level machine. It is priced that way. It is very, very reasonable. Aren't they $199?
I'll double check.
Yeah, double
Let's
check
make
that
sure.
for
So
me.
a great machine for this summer for a project, for some kind of activity.
I'm thinking if you've got young person who is starting to learn how to sew, and you guys are thinking, you know, I mean, I'm going to get my granddaughters for the summer. I'm going to have them for a couple of weeks. Perfect little machine for them. Everything's mechanical. You don't have to worry about computers. It's not going to go a million miles an hour. Am I right?
$199.
$199. That's what I thought.
Ashley
Right
had a
there.
question about this serger here.
Yes.
Would it be practical for a teenager?
Yes, yes. And they've got the patience to learn it. You know, I'm serious. They've got the patience to learn it, because I'll tell you what, it is a little complicated. But if you just go step by step, it all works out, and it works well. Kayla, who used to work for us, 26 years old, she loved this little machine. She used it all the time, thought it was great, did her cover stitching that she needed, and it was certainly in a very reasonable price point to do that. So, we've gotten back in Steam-A-Seam like, guys. We were out of it. Everybody seems to be out of it. I can't get the bigger pieces, but the 12-inch is going to work really well, and we've got 40 yards for the moment. So if you're looking for some Steam-A-Seam too, and you have been not able to find it, we do have some in stock. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. Denise is going to take over filming, so Dave doesn't have to try to run around the shop with me, because I've got things to show you. Now, remember what is going on right now, the trade-in sale. Now, maybe you're sitting out there, and we have a lot of customers who have a lot of different machines, and they're thinking, well, why would I want to switch to a Bernina? And, you know, it's really funny. I was on one of the Facebook pages yesterday, and I was looking at, because we sell the long arm machines. And there was this person who's like, well, why would I spend the extra money for a Bernina?
I saw that same post, Margaret.
And I thought it was very interesting to see the responses of the different people who were saying, look, you know, I've had X brand, Y brand, and every thing I can tell you is that if I want to come to a machine where I don't have any problems, and I want a machine that will consistently work for me, I go to my Bernina. And I thought that was interesting. I didn't know there were people out there with two long arms.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Who has two long arms?
Yeah. Very, very busy quilters.
I guess so. My goodness. So I just thought it was very interesting. One of the people, they were just like, you know, look, I've had both, and I decided to get this one, and I had it for 3 years, and then I traded it in and got my Bernina because it was so much easier to use.
And there was no shortage of comments of people giving the reason why they went with the Bernina.
It was a lot of comments and a lot of things. So, you know, yeah, I know everybody's got their machines that they love. So I'm not knocking any of that, but I do want you to know why these machines are special. And so today I thought it would be really cool for you to get to see some of the features that come on every single Bernina. And this goes from our entry level all the way up. If there's going to be one or two things that do not come with the entry level machine, and I'll tell you about those. But the majority of these things I'm going to show you today are available on every single Bernina sewing machine, and it's trade-in time. So you can bring that other machine that maybe frustrates you, and you can trade it in and get yourself a really nice Bernina and stop being frustrated. So we don't want you to be a frustrated sewer. There's nothing worse than that. So for starters, let's go ahead. Guess what we're sitting at? Look at this cute little peacock version of a 480. This was recently traded in so that one of our lovely customers could move up to a 590 Crystal Edition. Now, what I will tell you is I've only got two left. I've got a 790 Crystal Edition and I've got a 590 Crystal Edition. Bring that trade in this week so we can get you into one of those Crystal Editions. They come with the luggage. They come with the crystals. They come with a whole packet of stabilizer, so that when you do the embroidery, because you get an embroidery machine with each of them, you have
so
everything, and they're so pretty.
And it's just a really good deal. It's a great way to get a fantastic machine and lots of cool extras.
It is really amazing. So, on the entry-level sewing machine, you are not going to get a jumbo bobbin. When you move up to a 4 series, you do get a jumbo bobbin. By the way, this will be available for sale, but it's going to be a used machine, which means you can't trade in on this, because I'm already going to price it at deep dark discount. And so this one's going to be available. It's going to come with a walking foot, and it's going to come with a blue rolling case that came with this, and it's going to come with some other stuff. But we're talking today about the machines and what you get and why this is such a great deal for this 25% off sale, because it's over on Tuesday. So you've got to come in either today or tomorrow, or you've got to come in on Tuesday, because we're not open Monday. It's Memorial Day. So you've got 3 days. So look at this and see what you're going to get. For starters, all of the machines have a screen that you can read. The entry levels, the screen's a little bit different, so I'm going to show you what the majority of the machines look like. This machine has this beautiful screen on it. It's got tension, your foot number, and on the lower end machines, it's a suggestion. The machine doesn't really know which foot you have, so it won't change it. It tells you about the pressure and your stitch plate and whether or not your foot is, your feed dogs are up or down. And it has what stitch you're on and all these wonderful decorative stitches, and you can do an alphabet on it and buttonholes and quilting stitches. And you can even save favorite stitches by putting things into a folder and out of a folder. But what I wanted to point out was all the machines have 2 spools so that you can wind a bobbin and have your machine threaded. They also are set up so you can do double needle because of that. The other thing that they have is the needle up and down. So all I have to do is, the machine's telling me to put my foot down, but all I have to do is that, and my foot or my needle goes up and down. The other thing that they all have is this wonderful stitch right here. This number 5 stitch is on the entry level and on the beginning machines, and any of the machines in between. And all you do is you start to sew, and watch it here, because it's going to go backwards. It's going to do your locking stitch. It's going to go forward. And whenever you get to the end of your stitch, all you have to do is hit the reverse button. It's going to do the reverse stitching for me. Notice I didn't have to hold anything. So this stitch is on every Bernina sewing machine. It's very cool. Another stitch that's on all of the Bernina sewing machines is what is called a triple stitch. And on this one, if I hit my question mark and I hit the number 6, it's a triple stitch. It shows me exactly what's on here. My whole book's in this machine. And this 4 series is kind of like the bottom level with the jumbo bobbins.
Margaret, Sabrina discovered the triple stitch yesterday.
Yes.
And she was so excited about it.
Oh my God, it's so cool. It is such a good stitch. You can use the triple stitch because what it's doing, and I'm going to show you, see how more distinct it is than that? That's because it's gone over the stitch twice, and it's a very strong stitch, but the other thing is it works really good for your stretch stuff.
Oh.
Because it won't break.
I hadn't thought
So
about that.
that's really nice. So you get that.
Sabrina was tickled at the way it just looks so finished and so professionally done.
All of these, like all these practical stitches right here, most of them come in every one of the Bernina sewing machines. They may not be the same number, but they come in that same thing. One of the stitches I really like, and I show a lot of beginners this stitch because what it'll do is it's great for finishing edges. And what it is instead of a traditional zigzag, it's a zigzag made up of straight stitches. So what it doesn't do is it doesn't curl up my fabric.
Well, look at that.
And so that's really handy. That's on all the machines,
No
okay?
puckering there.
No puckering. The other thing they have is this wonderful, you get a darning. Basically, it's a darning or a mending stitch. So what you can do with this is you start sewing, and then you hit the reverse button. And notice I just took my foot off the thing, and then I hit the reverse button. Now I'm going to hit this. Now, all the machines have what's called a go button. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit my go button, and it's going to finish doing the mending for me.
You could go have a cup of coffee.
This is pretty cool. So while we're letting that finish up that lovely little mending stitch, notice that all the machines get a Barbie box. The Barbie box is going to hold your bobbins. It's going to hold all of your supplies. And you don't have to have a separate container for that you have to figure out. Now, some people don't enjoy this particular setup. I'm not speaking to that. I'm saying this is what you're going to get with that machine. Everybody has their own little pickiness that they want to do.
Or the way their sewing room is set up.
It's okay. Yeah. It's fine. So another thing that this machine has is an automatic buttonholer. And by the way, yes, every single Bernina sewing machine can use the automatic buttonholer. So the automatic buttonholer is so amazing. When I discovered the automatic buttonholer, I was like, well, why is this one different than all the other ones I tried? And I'm going to just tell you one thing. I have tried a whole bunch of the other buttonholers, and boy, are they annoying because they don't stitch the buttonholes accurately. So what we're going to do is we put the buttonhole foot on here, and we are going to, I've got to pull my little thread underneath so that I can get that out of the way. So we're going to just go ahead and stitch that.
It is a funny looking foot though, isn't it?
It is. And see, my little red line and my little red dot are both the same. And the cool thing about this is the Bernina buttonholer actually measures distance instead of stitches. And look at how nice that is. Okay? And that was even with me messing around with it. And then what I can do, now it's programmed into the machine, and I can go ahead and hit the go button again.
And it will go.
It's going, and now it's going to make another buttonhole, and they're going to be identical. Your machine's going to come with a little handy dandy hump jumper. These are really great when you're going over top of very heavy stitches. Say you're going to do something over a jean hem. You can put this at the back of your foot, and you'll level out your foot, and it'll just sew right over top of that. Bernina makes almost 100 feet, and of those 100 feet, look at that. Look how nice those buttonholes are. And by the way, I can adjust that. If I wanted this to be closer together, I wanted to do something different with that, I can even, on the higher end machines, you can even make this hole a little bit bigger. So these are really, really nice and handy things. Oh, did you notice the nice little table right here?
I do love our tray tables.
Our tray tables are in every single machine. So you're going to get that on every single machine. All of the machines except for the 3 series come with a knee lift, which if you don't understand, a lot of people don't understand what the knee lift is for. Come over here and watch this for them. So when I do the knee lift, it's lifting my foot. It has nothing to do with starting the machine. It actually, because on the old machines, if you had a knee lift, it made the machine go.
It was kind of a power.
But that's not what this is. This lifts the foot so that you have an extra set of hands.
And I love the knee lift.
Oh my God, it's so handy. So when you get the machine, you always get a number 1 foot. You get On a lot of them, you get the buttonhole foot, but not on the entry-level ones. That's an add-on. So those things, but on all of our machines, all of them, it has a bobbin case that is setting here vertically. On these 4 series, the 5 series, and the 7 series, you just press on this button and the bobbin case comes right out. Okay? So that's, and they're jumbo bobbins, which means that they hold like the equivalent of a Coates and Clark set of thread. So that is amazing. So you're going to get all this stuff. But you know what else you get? This might be a really, hopefully this will be the reason why you get this machine. Or you get one of our other machines. Because I want to point out to you, we're going to unplug this for a minute so that I don't knock everything off in the universe.
Margaret, Kathy Neal says, this has been so informative today. Always learning more things I can do with my Bernina.
Oh, I'm so glad. Look at this.
Oh. The most important sticker ever.
Well, we have a new one now. Our new one says University of Sewing on it. Because when this machine was bought, we were just basically the tailored fit. Mm-hmm. And we were using the University of Sewing. We were testing that all out. But now we're the University of Sewing, and you'll get that sticker on the back of your machine. And that means we will help you. We will teach you how to use this machine. Did you know that if you buy a machine from us, you can come to the mastery classes for life? You just need to sign up. You can come to any of them. We ask you to pay for a little kit of supplies, but after you buy the first one, you don't even have to buy that. As long as you bring it back with you, we don't care. Come back as many times as you want. We want you to know how to use your machine. We want you to be happy. And we want to make sure that you are able to get the most out of it, because the fact is, when you use it more and you have fun with it, then you hopefully will come here for more fabric, and you will have more need of new feet and all kinds of really wonderful things.
And Margaret, don't you think it's true that when you find something you love, you just kind of want to share it and you want the whole world to know?
It's very true. I feel like that about sewing all the time. It's so funny because there's nothing better than for me to see somebody go, oh, I could do that. I mean, there just isn't anything better in the whole wide world. I love to share how to do things. And I've had the extraordinary pleasure of getting to learn more than most people do about sewing, because I've done it professionally my whole life. I've made tons of custom clothing. I've worked in a costume shop on Broadway. I've gotten to do a lot of different things, and I've trained lots and lots and lots of people how to sew. Because we've had people work for me as my for our sewing for alterations and tailoring, and now we're doing this. And maybe some of you didn't know that, but I've had an alteration tailoring business for over 22 years, and before that I managed shops, and before that I worked on Broadway. So I've done a few things over the years with sewing, and that's what our thing is here. That's what we love.
Connie Jackson says, I'm watching at the grocery store. I can't miss you.
I love Connie.
We have the best customers.
Oh, and Connie, you left something with this machine that I have to give you back. So call me when you get a minute. I love her. She makes my day. She really does. So no, we are so fortunate. We have wonderful customers. We have wonderful time. And yesterday, I had the best time because I ordered new fabric for you guys.
Yay.
Wait till you see the new stuff that will be coming in this next year. It is just phenomenal. I think I showed you guys last week the soar quilt. Tune in tomorrow because I'm going to show you the soar quilt. I have been quilting on it. It's almost done. And that is the new line that's going to be coming in next month. Ooh. I'm so excited. I can't wait till that comes in. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I tried to order a good amount of it, but it's going to go really fast. It's going to go really fast. So you've got to get some of yours before this is all, I mean, it's just going to disappear so fast. We got several different patterns for it so that you can have choices of different patterns. We've got the fabric with the panels on it, and it's everybody who walks in here, the FedEx guy. The FedEx guy just went nuts over it. My brother's gone nuts over it. So we've got this amazing quilt that's coming out. You're gonna be just loving this fabric. We have a tiny bit of Modern Love left from Northcott. Northcott is just always so popular. If you're looking at doing anything with Modern Love, it's that one with those gorgeous panties on it and stuff. It's just beautiful. It's right over here, Denise.
I'm gonna go right over
You
here.
should go over and show it to him, because it's gonna be gone. We're down to just a tiny bit. Look at this. This is hardly enough to do anything with. It's almost gone. So if you like this fabric, make sure, and if you don't understand how Northcott works, once they do a line, they make exactly what is ordered, and that's it. We've got Soar coming in with this gorgeous eagle going into a valley in beautiful blues. And then we've got another line that's coming in with these amazing horses on it. And I am not typically a horse person. I'm not typically a lot of animals on my quilts. This looks like something that came out of an art museum. The artwork is just so gorgeous. And if you know anybody who loves horses, keep an eye out for this, because once we get that horse line in, I have a feeling that one's going to go really fast too. So we've got that cute little zipper bag pattern we are giving away today. It's an Atkinson design pattern, and it's got 3 different size zipper bags. We are giving that away today. If you will please share our videos. We've got lots more coming up for you. I told you guys I'm going to start doing more demos. I promise. You know, I'm thinking that we'll get at least one in a month, that we'll do something cool on demos on your Bernina sewing machines. But you saw today, there's just some standard stuff that comes with every single Bernina. And if you're not using that mending thing, or you're not using the buttonholes, come in here. I'll show you how to do it. I can show you literally in 5 minutes. They're so easy to use. And you can take care of the kids when they wipe out the knees on their trousers, or you can go ahead and put that buttonhole in the drawstring bag that you've always wanted to do, but it never came out nice. So I really think that these machines offer some really excellent, just simple ways to use them, easy ways to handle things, and you know that you've been playing with this one sewing machine that has been giving you all kinds of nasty trouble. Trade it in. Give it to me. I'll get rid of it. We won't get rid of it. And we will get you into a Bernina, and you will stop being frustrated. I don't want you to be frustrated. I want you to have as much fun as we do. We are going to be having a new block of the month coming out. Now, when is that new one coming in? Is it the end of the year?
August, I think, is when we start.
I thought that's when it was. So we've got a block of the month coming up in August that we're going to be doing. And we just kept it really little again, didn't we?
We did. It's only a 6-month one.
So it's 6 months. And is
rows.
How many
kits?
Kits.
I don't remember.
I don't think we did very many.
I don't think we did either.
We've kept these pretty small, and I think this last group with the Banyan Illusions quilt, they've liked this small group. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do the same thing with this new group of fabrics. It's from Blank, and so it's gorgeous. It is just absolutely gorgeous.
I'm excited about that.
It is Blank, isn't it?
I don't remember for sure.
I'm pretty sure it is. I can picture it too. It's really Art Deco looking. It's very cool. So we've got that coming up in August. But before that, you know what we've got going on? The Shop Hop next month.
Road trip.
Shop Hop is amazing. This Shop Hop. So if you want to be part of the Shop Hop, we've got this. It's going to start from our end of the woods, and it goes all the way down to Evansville. So if you are thinking you want to do the shop hop and you want the passport and the pin, you better get it soon because we're gonna run out of them. The pins are always the first things that go. I mean, not you can get a passport, of course, but are you going to be able to get a pin so that you can also have that? So that's going to be the more tough thing. So don't forget to get that.
Debbie Bean's curious about the new block of the month.
Oh, well, she's going to
Stay tuned, Debbie.
Yeah. We haven't got all the details yet, but it is so pretty. I can't wait till that one. I actually would like to do that one. That would be really cool. If we can get the alterations and tailoring working smoothly, maybe I can even join in on that because it's
awesome.
So beautiful.
It is so pretty.
So we've got that coming up. So we've got our new block of the month coming up in August. We've got a shop hop in June. Oh, I'm going to be at a quilt show. Is that next weekend? Oh my God, it's next weekend. It is next weekend. So I'm gonna be in Nashville, Indiana at the Pioneer Quilters Guild show, and that's such a cool story because I was actually invited to display my quilts there when I was like in my 20s.
I love that.
And so now I'm going back there as a vendor, and we're gonna do that show. So we're going to be there, but we'll have the shop open. And Denise, I think you're part of helping keep everything running during that. So
one way or another, yes.
And then you're heading off for vacation.
I am.
And Alice is coming back.
Yes.
So we've got all kinds of things going on. So make sure that you go online and see what our latest arrivals are. But don't forget, I know there's some of you out there with that dumb machine that's driving you crazy. The trade-in sale, I've only got 3 more days. I can sell these things to you at 25% off with a trade-in. I really don't care what the machine is. I really don't. Just bring in that machine. Do you know that you can use that trade-in too on a long arm? On a long arm.
What a deal that would be.
So if you've been thinking about a sit-down model, or you've been thinking about like the Q24 Pro, you want everything, come and see me. I will make you a deal. All right, everybody, we're going to head off because it's that time for us to open. I hope you've had a wonderful morning with us and have a great Friday. And tomorrow, more Japanese fabrics and some Italian fabrics and some really cool new patterns. So join us then, and we'll see you then. Have a great day, everybody.